Pico, you gonna help me make some chili? Hi, from Osaka, Japan. We're here in this tiny Airbnb, and I was gonna show you how we ended up cooking on a one-burner stove in this tiny kitchen with this tiny fridge and no counter space, and using totally foreign ingredients. So stay tuned to the video and see what happens. Been in Asia for about 2.5 months, but it's actually colder here, so we've been craving some chili, like food we normally eat in the wintertime at home. And so tonight I'm gonna attempt to do that. I went to the store and got some ingredients and used a translating app because everything here is just really hard to figure out. Like, even with the app, it might not say exactly what it is, but it did say this was ground beef, this is ground pork, and that's ground chicken. So I'm gonna just kind of mix it all together. I did find a can of beans, I found some tomato sauce, I found some diced tomatoes, I found garlic, I found a yellow pepper. So basically I'm just gonna try to throw it all together, and then I also got a few things for seasoning. Some Old El Paso taco mix and this chili powder that's supposed to go on cabbage, but I couldn't really find, like, the only other thing they had was like those really spicy peppers that they have in, like, for Chinese food, like those red ones, and I didn't want to buy like it only came in like this huge bag, and I was like, I don't want all that because it's usually like way too spicy, so skipping that. But first I'm gonna brown the meat, add in the garlic and the yellow peppers, and then go from there. I guess I could add in this wasabi too. I'm keeping this simple since I don't have room for a cutting board. I'm just using a scissors to do the vegetables. So I smashed the garlic, peeled the skin off, and just cut the end off, and then before I put them in, I'm just gonna cut them up a little more. I'm just using the scissors just to cut the yellow pepper up. So just really simple. Alright, ready? Put in some of this meat. Started browning the meat. Now these are the biggest packages I could find, so they definitely eat smaller portions in Japan, and a lot of the packages are actually really small. So I kind of wanted to make this so we could eat on it for a couple days. But yeah, that's what you're dealing with over here. I just threw in a good bit of Tabasco, but I'm also going to drain off some of the fat here once it renders down and gets browned up. I tried to drain it off a bit, but it's very hard with this pan. Just added the yellow pepper and the garlic. Let this cook for a bit. So I just opened the chili powder for this cabbage mix, which I thought would be more like chili powder I'm used to. And it's more like a yellow... It smells more like a curry, but I think I'm going to use it anyway and just go with it. Just added the taco seasoning. Now remember guys, we're in Japan and chili doesn't really exist here, so this is the absolute closest thing I could find. So, just see how it goes. It smells really good though so far. The pot's getting full, but I'm going to start with the diced tomatoes. I think that's what they are anyway. Let's see. Yeah. I got all that incorporated for now. I still have a can of beans and a can of tomato sauce. So I'm going to kind of wait and see how this tastes before I add anything else. So I'm going to have to add this tomato sauce because it's actually way spicier than I anticipated. It must have been the cabbage seasoning, what they called like cabbage chili. But yeah, it's pretty hot. So let me try to cool it down with this. Alright, let's give it a taste test with the new sauce in there. Now I wish they had beef broth, but I couldn't find it. Or if they had it, I couldn't read it. Yeah, much better. That sauce has actually got some sugar in it. Well, it's a lot more balanced out now. Very good. So I think what we're going to have to do is eat down some of this, and then I'll have to add beans to like the second half of the meal. So just got to work with what you got. I just tasted it. It tastes very good. It's definitely very Asian inspired. I wish I had the beef stock first of all. I'm going to add a green onion to it and some mushroom at the end. So yeah, it's not really traditional, but it's kind of along the lines of a chili, so it's got a little bit of spice. It's more tomato-y than I probably want, but I'm gonna cook up some spaghetti with it, and we're gonna tear it up. About to drain this pasta, and then we'll be almost ready to eat. Okay, I finished the noodles, dumped those in a bowl, and now I put the beans in here to heat up with more than half of the chili mixture. So this is the beanless chili mixture, the noodles. I have some green onion and also have some mushrooms to put on. Finished product. Let's dig in. Alright, here's the final batch. It's got beans, chili, the mushrooms, and then I also sprinkled in green onion as a garnish. And it's very tasty. What do you guys think? Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.